G'day, cheers everyone. Sonia Bernard here, linked by Ink, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I'm a little not centered today. Oh well. It's we're gonna blame it on the lack of sleep. I would have liked to dream last night, but my cat, my little kitten, 7 months old, and she went into heat. I'm like, no, I've got to get her. I've got to wait for it to pass now, and then get her to the vet and get her spayed. So sleep is not a thing I've been getting the last couple of nights, and obviously not something I'm going to get for like the next couple of weeks. But anywho, today we are doing Hey Chuck. This is my card class to go. So a card class to go is it's a free with purchase, free with a minimum purchase of $35 or more, and you have to use that host code that's down in the description, okay? And so when you make that purchase, that's before shipping and tax, you will get this card kit for free, and you're going to get, it's Hey Chuck today, and the envelopes and the paper to decorate the envelopes, okay? And there are 3 cards. You'll get enough to make 2 of each, okay? And here's the last one. And what you're not going to get, you're not going to get Chuck here, because I cannot stamp any images. It's against Stampin' Up policy. And you will get instead a piece of white paper here, so you can either use Chuck when you purchase it, or you can use something you have. Remember Hey Birthday Check? Do you have that? A flower. You can put anything you want in here, and any sentiment you have, you can change it up. But you get the kit, so you're getting, you know, the pieces. You're not getting the gems unless your order is $50 or over before shipping and tax, and you use the host code. Then you will get this pack of gems. Whoops. These are the tinsel gems 4-pack, and I absolutely love them. They look like they've got little bits of tinsel inside of them. I'm not sure if they actually do or not, but that's what they look like. And they're pretty. I like them. So that's with $50 or over using the host code, okay? And then this will be shipped to you, this kit. Now, I have had some people go, well, Sonia, I really love your card kits, but I don't want to place an order. I'm a demonstrator myself, or, you know, I've just put in a big order and I don't want another order, but I'd love to order your kits. Well, you can order just the kit itself. Sign up for my email list, which is below in the link. And then at the end of the purchase period, which would be for this purchase, you have to make your purchase by Tuesday, May 30th, 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time, using that host code. That will, if you make a purchase, use the host code, then you're going to get this card kit, okay, in the mail. If you just want the kit, you need to sign up below. It says join my email list, and I will send out an email on Wednesday, May 31st, with an option to purchase kit only. Now, what's the price? It's not free, because you're not making a purchase, so you've got to pay for the kit. So if you want the kit, it is going to be $27.50. And that includes all the stuff for the 6 cards. It does not include the embellishments, okay? We can do an add-on if you want to add them on. But it will include all the pieces for the kit. It also includes the shipping for the kit, okay? There we go. So we're going to try that, see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. Let me change some settings. We'll turn it down, and we'll flip this, flip that. Whoops, I'm not doing a very good job. I'm actually getting a better setup. I've put something on order on Amazon that should help me have a much better setup and have better resolution, may even get a picture-in-picture going on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can figure it out. Okay, so this is the annual catalog that we're using, and the paper, I don't know if you noticed the paper from last week. I did these cards, so this kit is no longer available. It's been and gone. The PDF will be uploaded on my PDF store shortly. and we used this paper, which is so fun and bright, and the paper is on, nope, that's the stamp set. I need a second bookmark here. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is the Bright and Beautiful Sweet collection, and this paper, the designer series paper, is called Bright and Beautiful, and it's a 6x6 paper. So when I made up these kits, I used a certain amount of papers, but then I still had a lot of papers left over, and so that's where I got these papers from. These, you see the difference? Because this is like the back side of these bright fun ones, and these are still fun. They're just not as patterned. They're a little more muted. You know, you can see this is part of the pattern on the other side. So you can get some different looking cards. I tried to give them more of a masculine feel because they are roosters, but I would still enjoy getting one of these. Okay, and the stamp set, so that's on page 15. The stamp set you can find on page 49, and that's where I actually tried to color this guy. I copied that as best I could. Yeah, I did my best, but you can use whatever you have to do the coloring. I used Stampin' blends, but if you have watercolors, use watercolors. If you have your kids' crayons, use your kids' crayons. No one says that you can't do that, okay? And just such a fun, cute set. So Chuck is a rooster. We had the Hey Chick, and they were chickens, you know. So here's what you get in your kit. You get the pieces cut and ready to go. So you get all these. This is a little bit for the inside here. And you'll also get punched pieces. You'll also get the little pieces for the sentiment, and then you'll have a piece of white cardstock, and it will be cut to size of the chuck, and you'll get that too, that you can stamp whatever stamp you want to use on there. So this, let me show you how I made them super simple. The reason being, I really wanted Chuck to be like the main focal point, and I wanted the paper to really shine as well. So that's why we have that nice paper background, but then it's, you know, Chuck is just kind of standing out in front of that. And oh, I got to show you my new bracelet. My daughter's friend, she's I think she's Hawaiian. Yeah. So they went to Hawaii. They don't live there anymore. They live here. And she found this bracelet. It's a handmade leather bracelet, and it has my name spelt on it. And it's so hard to find anything with my name. It says Hawaii. It's got some palm trees, and it has my name. And I just thought that was so super sweet of her. She also bought me this turtle. I know this got nothing to do with card making, but I love turtles. And this is handcrafted adorable, right? And look what fits perfectly on there. My mini glue dots. Love it. So he's got this cute little smile. So that just makes me happy. Your craft room should be your happy place, in my opinion. Now, if you wanted to step this up even more, you could do things like add some ribbon to it, add some twine to it, you know, but we do want, the goal of the kits is to have a quick and easy kit that you can, it's not a lot to assemble, it's quite easy, and you can just quickly get that done and have cards made, and that then you can then copy that, the layout, very quickly and easily, and make more cards. So this is Lemon Lolly, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we have a Misty Moonlight that's 3.5 by 5, and we have a DSP, which is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Yeah, okay, I had to make sure I was reading the right one. Now, I actually laid the last one flat, but let's mix things up. You know I love to just throw some more dimensionals on there. So this is one way you can literally elevate your card a little bit by using these Stampin' dimensionals. And it will just give it a little bit more popped up feel. There we go. And let me stand up, make sure we've got that centered. There we go. Now this is just a little piece of Misty Moonlight, and I punched that out with a 2-inch circle punch, and then I cut another little piece that's 2 by 3 and 2 by 3/4, and then a basic white, or 1 3/4 by 1/2 inch, really tiny, but we're going to make it work. Rise and Shine. Now if you want to change up the sentiment, you can, but I figured Rise and Shine, you know, if you're giving someone a birthday card in bed, Rise and Shine, and then on the inside, let's go celebrate your birthday today, or something like that. Okay. Or first day at a new job, Rise and Shine. We could do that too. Or maybe you're going on vacation, Rise and Shine. Time to go on vacation. I need a vacation. I have one coming up soon. So we're going to pop this up too, and I didn't on my first one, but this is the thing. You can choose to do it however you want to do it. If you want to make it all flat, make it all flat. Do what you feel is best. We're going to pop that about there, and we're going to adhere these two together with a little bit of liquid. Maybe that was a little bit too much. You only need, when you're using the multi-purpose glue, oh, I stuck my thumb in it, yeah. Okay. When you're using this glue, you only need a little bit. A little really goes a long way. And that is why some people don't like using the liquid glue, because they can't stand when they do things like stick their thumbs in it. It's like I just did. But I always just rub it off against my skin and it kind of just falls off. So now with this one, because we're going to have it going across here, we're not going to want to put a dimensional up under that. We're just going to want to put dimensional like in the middle and on the end. Otherwise it's going to be all lopsided, and we don't want that. Okie dokie. So we can just stick that there, and I want it off a little bit like this. I guess about here. You can really put it anywhere. Now you can also wait till you've got Chuck done, so you can figure out where you're putting everything before, but I'm just eyeballing. So with this one, we used Chuck in his little swimsuit. So this would actually be a great vacation one if you're going to the beach or something. And again, with the memento, I do like to just kind of do it in several different directions to stamp it. And I should use a Stampin' mat, but I think it's going to be fine. So there we go. Oh, I was quite close to the bottom there. Maybe don't do that, because you do have to use your dies. Or you can, if you don't have the dies and you don't want to get the dies, some people actually enjoy fussy cutting, which is cutting by hand. But we do have the die here if you want to go ahead and die cut him out. And of course, if you're making a lot of these, then that's really handy to have. So we've got it does come with all 4 Chuck's dies. It comes with a birthday cake die, a little skateboard die, the fence, and then we've got the direction. And I'm thinking that's like a sunrise, you know, because that's when roosters like to crow. So then you would color him. And I'm just going to tell you, because I don't want to be here all day, you know, coloring, because it takes a minute. That's probably the longest thing with these cards, is the coloring. So I used Real Red up here, and I used the dark Real Red. And then for his little beak and his feet and the little spots on his shorts, I used the dark Daffodil Delight. And for his shorts, I think I used the light one, but I can't remember. But it was Misty Moonlight, and I believe it was the light one for the shorts. And then for this guy, I just did him all in Cajun Craze, and that was the dark Cajun Craze. You could, if you want, do a little light Cajun Craze, and you'll see on another one, the tail I've done differently because I copied it from the book. So that's how we colored him, and then we die cut him out. Bada bing, bada boom. And I don't know why I said that. I'm not Italian. Okay. Anyway, I'm cracking myself up. Dimensionals. I just put one there and one there. Maybe a mini on his head. Probably could have put a big one, but there we go. And well, I could say voila too. I do have some French in me. I actually just sent out a genetic testing. I think it's called CRG or CGR or something, or I. So it'll be interesting to get those results back. I know I've got German, French, Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian, Irish, French. I already said French. Australian. Yeah, I'm a bit of a bits of this and bits of that. Okay, so there we go. Oh, the inside, as you can see, we have just easily got a little slip of this DSP, and I did not measure it. Looks like it was a leftover bit that I used. Let me see. It is one, it looks like 1 1/4, and that's by 4. Oh, excuse me. And this is 5 1/4 by 4 for this white piece here. So I am hoping with my new setup, because I was watching one of my videos, I couldn't remember what color I stamped the ink in, and then I was like, why does that look like Night of Navy? I know I haven't used Night of Navy lately, and it was actually Misty Moonlight, but it was stamped onto Very Vanilla. So then I noticed, I was like, why does that look fussy? Maybe it was just my computer and my internet, but when I'm recording, it looks very clear. So I'm hoping it's clear and it was just my computer. But I want to try to make that better for you guys. Okay, next we're going to do this one, and this may be my favorite, although I used the wrong colors, but that's okay. So I pulled my dark and light Cajun Craze, and except I didn't. I had, oh my goodness, I had Calypso Coral, and the light Calypso Coral, and I'm like, why does this color look so wrong? Oh, yo, yo. So then I used Daffodil Delight and Calypso Coral here, but I do suggest just using like a light Cajun Craze rather than messing around with all that. So I gotta flip the page here. This is Pretty Peacock cardstock, and it's a returning color, and it's such a cute color. And we've just got 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then we've got, there's a DSP here. Now remember, this is all going to be in your kit when you make your purchase or when you order your kit outright and get it mailed to you. And you can place those either this way or that way, whatever you think looks right to you. To me, it looks right this way. And it should be cut just so it fits in perfectly. Okay, so you can kind of see how that should fit like this. And you've got your 3 3/4 by, nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. Scratch that. Your DSP is 5 1/4 by 1 and 5 1/4 by 3. 5 1/4 by 1, 5 1/4 by 3. Probably don't want to put the glue on the front. So we are just going to quickly put these down. So there'll be, well, it depends what you're using. If you have the Chuck stamp set, you know, or a stamp set that you got to color, the coloring is what's going to take you the longest part. But that's also so relaxing, I find, when you're just sitting there coloring in, just enjoying the quietness, or even watching a movie. I'm one of those people that I have shows playing and I listen to it more than I watch it. But there's some shows you have to watch when you're doing that. But mostly like my Law and Order, I mean, I don't really need to see it to understand what's going on with a lot of those things. There we go. So you're just going to pop those two down. Then we have gone and used the Stylish Shapes. You know I love my Stylish Shapes circle. And the punch and that's in Pretty Peacock, and then the punch is the 2 3/8 circle punch in a basic white, and we're going to stamp it. And when you stamp, you're going to want to put your it's your birthday kind of closer to the top, because we want our rooster over here. Okay, so we're also going to need our birthday cake. Okay, so let's get our ink, and you can do it either way. Just do the birthday cake over here, and then we can do the it's your birthday. Oh, I've got to stand up so I can see. Might bring it down a little bit. There. I love how great these stamps are stamping. They are just very crisp and clear. So then I used for the cake, I had a little dark Daffodil Delight for the flame. And if you want, actually, you could put a little bit like this. Why not? I didn't do that on the other one, but I like to mix it up. Then I used my light Misty Moonlight, and I tried to like color using the colors I had. Oh, here's where I made a boo-boo though. I put my light Calypso Coral back. So what we can do is actually just leave that cake white, because Cajun Craze is not going to look good there. But I used the light Calypso Coral that I had accidentally pulled. So you could just leave that white like that, because it's white icing, okay? But you color it with whatever you have. Then we're going to put these down together. And just a little bit of glue and layer that circle. And of course, you know we're going to put the dimensionals on. Here we go. Allergies. It should be like, welcome to another episode of Sonia's Allergies. It's every week. I'd have year-round allergies. It's so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so now this guy, we don't want to put, if you put your finger on his head, right, you can see really where you need to put dimensionals. You want to put them underneath. You want his head to be flat and put the dimensionals underneath. So, oh, how did I color this guy? I didn't even show you how I colored him. Oh, sacrilege. Okay, let me do this. We got our paper, and we've got our Chuck. Chuck likes to eat cake. This Chuck, he does. He's a foodie. This is Chuck the foodie. And we do have a die cut for him as well. Okay, so for this guy, he took a little more coloring. So what I did with him, did all the blings. We did yellow, dark Daffodil Delight for the beak and the feet, right? And I'll show you over here as well, so you can see. Then we did the real red, and it is the dark, but you can use the light if you want. Then for his tail, I used the dark Misty Moonlight, and I kind of outlined the outer edges of the tail with the dark. And then I took the light Misty Moonlight and put it in the center of the tail, leaving a little spot at the end where I used a light Mossy Meadow and then a darker Mossy Meadow just on the end there. Then this is where I made a boo-boo and was using the Calypso Coral and the dark. But let's go ahead and see what that looks like with our light Cajun Craze. If we were to do it like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're going to try to blend that in anyway. That's the light, and then we get our dark. And just put that there. I do not have my glasses on again. Really should put them on. Just color, 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 color. You'd be like, why is there's all that white bit there? That's okay, because now I'm going to grab this end bit and do the blending, which is working in little circles. So it is a lot lighter. I would put, I think if I were you, I don't know, you might want to leave him that dark, but I did use Daffodil Delight here. This is going to line it up. Look, she's using two colors over top of each other. Are you allowed to do that? Yes, you are. There's no rules in crafting, except for the 3 sets of 3. There we go. I like that better, actually. I think that looks more like I was copying it out of the catalog, and I like that better than this one over here, for sure. So there we go. That is how I made a boo-boo, and then because I made a boo-boo with that one, I did the boo-boo with this one too. So just so they would be the same. Not a great blending job on that one at all, folks. Much prefer this. But if you find yourself like this, you know what you can do? You can just get your marker and you can go, whoop, wrong end. I want the brush tip. And go, okay, let's just even this out a little bit. Fill that in. There we go. Maybe I want to make that a little darker. It's like magic. Oh, doesn't that look so much better than what this was looking? Let's fix him too while we're at it. It's magic. And just like that. Oh, transformed. Okay. We're digging it? I'm digging it. So yeah, blends is an art form that I have not yet mastered. But there we go. I hope that well, to me that fixed it. I can live with this now a lot better. I like him a lot better. Oh, look, you can still see the yellow underneath. Now blends actually, the color sits on top of each other. So, and they kind of blend together. That's why you can see this bright yellow here, but when you turn it over, you've got this brown. Okay, so we're gonna pop him down there. I'm taking the long route, apparently, to put these cards together today. I'm very chatty today. I'm excited because I'm heading out to lunch with my daughter. She's off work today. And we're gonna go have a girls' lunch. And that's these fun gems again. And it's your birthday. Love it. It's so cute. It's Chuck. Okay. Last one. And oh, I've been forgetting to show you. So for the first one, I matched these two together because the lemon lolly pulls in for both of them. This one, I put in the green right here, which is the lemon lime twist. Pulling that in for here, and mostly because this is what I had left. So it still works. When they're going to open it, it's going to look cute. Oh, and I did have a strip of extra that I put on the front at the bottom this time too. So I can't guarantee that that will be in there. I'll have to make sure that I can do the math correctly and that we can get that piece in there. And for this one, I did the confetti. Okay, and I did do the strip on the front too. I'm hoping I can add that small strip in to your kit, but no guarantees, okay? So I don't want to hear that you said, oh, I'm getting that. Possibly. I'm going to try to make it work. Okay. You will definitely get this large piece here to cover the flap. That's guaranteed. That's in your kit, okay? And when I pack the kits, I put that piece at the back. You'll have the envelope, and then all these pieces will be tucked into the envelope, and that piece will be back behind the main cardstock, which is, let's turn the page, and we've got our thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Because, like I said, the point of this is to make them easy peasy, you know, mass producible, if you need to make up a bunch of these, but still look cute. And, you know, this is, let me see, where my brain work with me. This is blueberry bushel, and it's 5 1/4 by 4. And we've also done a circle punch of blueberry bushel, and that's a, sorry, we've done not the circle punch, rewind. We did the Stylish Shapes dies for that one. And then we also did the Stylish Shapes dies for this one. I had originally done circle punching, but it just wasn't popping for me. It just looked flat and boring, and I didn't like the difference in sizes. I like these layered a lot better. And then our DSP is 5 by 3 3/4. So we're going to layer the DSP, and you could use this side too and go like this. Shall we? Let's do it. Let's flip the script and do this. And does anyone get desert vibes from that? Maybe because I'm heading to Arizona, Sedona, to go check out the desert and the amazing sunsets and hiking. And yes, finally taking a vacation. Okay. So we are gonna flip it around because we can, and there are no rules. Now, again, I did lay this one flat, but we're going to go ahead and pop this one up because I want to be different. And there we go. Pull, pull, pull. I love dimensionals, but pulling these off can sometimes just be like tedious. Okay. And we're going to just center that onto our card base. Make sure we've got it at the front. Yeah, I want that way. There we go. Ooh, I like the look of that paper. And then we've just got our large circle, and we're going to put some glue on this. And it's kind of a little centered, but I'm going to make this one a little more to the right this time. Now the thing with this is you're going to get this strip of blue in here, okay? We're going to stop this for a second. I'm not going to keep gluing stuff down. There's a reason for that. Let's do the, I just didn't realize where I had this piece of paper from. I was like, what is this for? But let's go ahead and stamp our chalk. It's probably supposed to be for the inside of a card, but I'll just cut another piece. You can add another one, whatever you have, whatever you're using, you can add to it. You can stamp the inside and put whatever you want in it. So with this guy, I did do his tail again. So again, here we go. We've got the dark Daffodil Delight for the beak and for the legs. And then we've got the dark Real Red for his crown. I'm going to call it a crown. I don't know what it's called, but that's what we're going with. And then the dark Misty Moonlight, where I outlined the edge of the tail, and then the light Misty Moonlight where I filled it in. And again, I left a little bit, and this time I just used the light Mossy Meadow to put a little bit of color in at the end of his tail. And then I did use the light Cajun Craze. He's got a bit of a neck area just right here where it's kind of fluffy, so I did it in the light Cajun Craze there. And then the dark Cajun Craze was the rest of his body. And does this guy give you Roadrunner vibes? I don't know. He looks like Roadrunner. Yeah, I'm aging myself with that because I grew up watching Roadrunner. Okay, so next we're going to get our little strip of blueberry bushel, and it's a 1/2 inch by, we're going to end up with a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4, but what I'm doing, actually, I just trimmed it down to what I needed it to be. So I used my embossing buddy because I don't want that white everywhere. And then I used my Versamark. Let's get this out. And our Rule the Roost stamp. And I'm going to put it to the right. And then we're going to trim the left off. So I'm gonna put it about here. I hope that's centered. It's a little high. That happens. Flip it over. Sometimes that just happens. And it's because I'm like, really, I'm going to try to bring it closer to me so I can really get in the center of that. And if it's high again, we're just going to leave it. Oh, it's high. It's high and it's crooked. Well, that's what we're going to get today. That bothers me though. I really don't want that. You know what? I think I can just try one more time. I know I'm being like a little, maybe I need to bring it down a little. I don't know. I must have placed the stamp high, so that's what's happening. So sometimes when you peel that backing off, or the stamp is just higher, because I'm lining it up with the, you know, with the image that I have here, but it's stamping a little bit higher. So if that happens to you, you can just practice a couple of times, but this is what we're doing now. We'll just pick whichever one looks better. Okay. But don't be discouraged either. If it gets like that, sometimes it's just like, you know what? They're really not going to notice. Okay, this is white embossing powder. And it's really just me being picky in all honesty. It's still going to look super cute. Okay, so don't get disheartened if it's not perfect. Life is not perfect. Life is messy. Life is far from linear. So just roll with it, okay? It's still going to look adorable. And I will make sure I put a nice long strip in there for you guys. So if you have a boo-boo like I just did, you'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to turn my heat gun on. And you're going to put it on the high setting. There's two settings. Just always put on high. Okay, here we go. It'll just take a minute. I love, this is just a little cardboard box lid. And you can use your tweezers if you want to hold it in place. And you could use your tweezers and hold it, but I just love using this little box with some aluminum foil in it, or aluminium foil, depends on where you come from. So we say in Australia it's aluminium foil, but we just called it alfoil. And in America, it's aluminum. Which to me sounds weird, but so we're going to, I'm measuring that by looking at this old one, but here, you're not going to have that done for you. So this is how we're going to do it. We've got our chalk, and we're going to put him about here. But before we glue him down, which one we're going to use? This one looks better. We want it to end at the end of this blue line, so it's like lining up. And then we want Chuck here, but see how Chuck's covering the words? This is why we haven't glued this down yet. I'm going to scooch and scooch. Right, so now we can see, okay, I need to cut it about here. So about there. And cut it a little longer rather than shorter, because you don't want to. Did I not bring scissors? Here, it's my scissors. And then if you have that white powdery stuff on, if you get a Swiffer, a dry Swiffer, you can do that. But you can also just rub your finger across it, and it's going to take the powder off. Okay, so I probably just moved all this. So we're going to put it there. Move Chuck a little bit. Move this guy a little bit. Okay. So what I did now is I kind of pulled that out without moving all of this, and then stuck this white part down and went back in. He's on the circle. That's lining up. There we go. Ta-da! Now if you have a smaller a smaller sentiment, you could put that there too. Okay, now I'm going to put, you guessed it, dimensionals. And I'll just put 2. Now, this is the tricky bit. When you want to put Chuck over here, you're going to want to watch where you put your dimensionals. So we're going to line that up. Okay, is that even straight? It's a little crooked. There we go. So now, what you don't want to do, again, is put dimensionals, see where Chuck's head is, because this is where this part is. So we're going to get our mini. This is where mini comes in great. And we're going to put some on his little behind and some on his tail. His tail will be fine. And that should do it. You don't need a lot to hold him on there. Oh, just try to make sure when you put it on the tail, you're not putting it where everyone can see it. Hello. Okay. Oh my goodness. I am sleep deprived. I can only imagine how I'm going to be by next week. Oh my goodness. My cat, she's just, oh yo yo. I thought I had more time. Apparently I did not. And then we can just put Chuck there. Look how cute. And then I went a little bit more crazy with the bling. I want a little extra, so I put some pink up the top and then some blue down the bottom. You can make it however you want it. Just remember groups of 3 or 5 or 7. So we've got a group of 3 and a group of 3. And I kind of like that background too. So just by switching the paper over, and you've got a different looking card, but yet the same. So I like them both. What do you think? Are we liking them? Okay. And that's it. Oh my goodness. I don't know how quick we did it, but we've done it. I know I did a lot of talking today. So, so now it looks like 4 cards. Look at that. But this is actually 1. So again, you are going to get all those bits in there to make the 6 cards that you get here, plus the envelopes and the paper to decorate the envelopes. Okay, when you place your order, minimum $35 before shipping and tax will get you this free. You heard me. Free, mailed, popped in the mail, sent to you free. Okay, place an order of 50 or more, you get that. And then you also get these awesome Tinsel Gems. There's Tinsel Gems 3-pack. This is a Tinsel Gems 4-pack. And so this has the 4 different colors in it. And then if you don't want to make a purchase for some reason, but you like, well, I really do want that kit, then like I said, go ahead and sign up for my mailing list. And I will send out an email next Wednesday, May 31st, where you can purchase the kit. Now, if you go, oh yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the kit, and you wait till Wednesday, May 31st, and then go, well, no, I want to make a purchase and I want the kit. No, that expires Tuesday, May 30th. So you can get it for free, or you can wait and you can get the kit by itself and pay $27.50. That's United States dollars. I can only mail in the continental United States. And you can pay, it'll be like, I'll send you the link where you can order that, and then it will get mailed out to you. Now I do have to have time to order paper and everything like that. So when you order the kit, the ordering finishes Tuesday, May 30th. Then I get kits, I get stuff ordered and cut the kits, and I try to get the kit in the mail by the next Saturday. Okay, and then I will email you the free PDF that comes with this tutorial. Okay, and also once you place your order, if you just want to order the kit and not place an order using my host code, that'll start Wednesday, May 31st. And you will have, I think I will put 4 days for you to be able to order that kit. And again, then we'll have to order everything, get it in, get kits cut, and get it sent. Okay? So those are the options. And then if you don't want the kits but you want the PDF, then go to my PDF store. That will be uploaded in approximately 2 to 3 weeks. I do put that later because I want, I want the people who want the kits, they get theirs first, then it goes down the line. Okay, so that's how I'm going to try it out. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll give that a go. If we need to adjust, maybe I will adjust it so that you can either purchase the kit or make an purchase and get it free on the same day. We will see. Let me know in the comments what you want. Okay, I'm trying new things. I'm a people pleaser, and I like to be able to offer things to people, because not everyone wants to place an order every single week, but maybe you want the kit, a couple of times in a month. So yeah, I want to help you get the best experience that you can for you and your budget. Okay, there we go. I hope you love it. I've enjoyed bringing that to you today, and I will see you next Thursday. Have an amazing weekend coming up. Okay, take care, guys. Bye. And hopefully I'll have a better setup and know how to use it. We'll see. Okay.